Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Fall 2020 product webinar. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're very excited to introduce the latest set of Braze features to help marketers build resilient customer engagement programs. Before we dig into any content in earnest, let's get to know the team of folks who will be sharing these updates with you. My name is Naz Kamelbeck. I'm a senior product marketing manager at Braze, and I will be leading us through today's webinar. I'm joined by three of my colleagues from Braze product marketing team. They'll share insights about the features they've helped to build out, from what they are and how they work, and how you can benefit from them. With that, I would like to ask all of our speakers to introduce themselves, starting with Ashley, please.
Hi, I'm Ashley Cristiano, Senior Manager Product Marketing, and I'm here today to talk to you about content cards and all the great stuff we released for those over the past year.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Sheckman, Product Marketing Manager here at Braze, and I'm excited to walk through the bulk of our new product updates today. I'll cover functionality spanning reporting and analytics, new and expanded partnerships, platforms, and even updates to Braze segmentation.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lauren Aparstek, a product marketing manager, also from Braze. I work with customers across industries to make sure that they're getting the most out of Braze. And today I'll be giving you a little perspective on what's happening in the retail industry.
Now that you've met us, let's get started. There is a reason why we chose our theme around our resilience. Resilience is defined as an ability to recover or adjust easily to misfortune or change. Marketers are no strangers to seismic shift in our industries, but we usually observe those changes taking place in a span of several years or even decades. This year, we watched our life and work being fundamentally reordered by the global pandemic in a span of just a few months. In the past decades, marketers went digital, agile, cross-channel, and many marketers are still in the process of this evolution. But in 2020, we realized that there was only one choice: transforming our businesses and marketing programs in a very short amount of time. So being resilient, as well as creating resilience in our businesses, has never been more important. And that's the theme for this quarter: building resilience into your customer engagement. We found that three pillars of building resilient programs are programs that are actioned in real time based on data and reporting, programs that break the boundaries with new approach and technology, and programs that work harmoniously across different channels like a symphony. We're excited to present new products and features across all of these three pillars. With that, here is a list of products that we're announcing this quarter. We'll be talking about how to leverage our report builder, funnel reports, and Telium data partnership to improve your customer engagement programs. We'll also be talking about how to remove the barriers for your team and reach customers with Unreal Engine SDK, segmentation enhancements, and expanded Microsoft Azure partnership. And finally, how to maximize your impact with cross-channel strategies using Braze transactional email, SMS, and content cards. And with that, I want to turn it over to Kevin, who will start us off with our newest products and features that make real-time actions possible. Take it away, Kevin.
Thanks, Naz. As we're talking about building resilience into customer engagement, data jumps out as an essential element. Now more than ever, we're seeing just how important it is for brands to lean into their data to guide overall strategies and to quickly respond to change. So to kick things off, it only makes sense that I spend some time walking through our updates to Braze reporting and analytics, starting off with Report Builder. This feature allows you to quickly measure and compare the results of multiple campaigns in one single view. With our friendly UI, you can now spin up and save reports that are as granular or as high level as you see fit. Ultimately, this gives you the insights to know which engagement strategies are really moving the needle on your key metrics. Some of you may actually remember Report Builder by its former name, Campaign Comparisons, but we've made some serious updates since that initial report. And in just a few short weeks, we'll also allow you to analyze results from Canvas journeys in this report as well. Let's take a closer look by walking through a sample use case. Now that fall is well underway, let's imagine our brand is curious to know, how did all of our summer promotional campaigns perform? Well, we can easily answer that question using this feature. After navigating to Report Builder from the left-hand nav of the dashboard, we'll start by narrowing in on the campaigns we'd like to analyze. We can do this by searching for campaigns explicitly or by filtering based on a number of criteria, such as last sent time, specific tags that we've set up, or even channels used. And after we define our filters, we'll see a blank table with campaigns displayed as rows. Clicking on the Edit Columns button at the top of the screen, that'll allow us to populate the report with all of our desired metrics. And this ranges from operational metrics like messages sent, as well as channel-specific stats. It also ranges to business metrics, revenue, and the ever-important conversion events. Once we've made all of our selections, we'll simply click on the Run Report button in the top right-hand corner. After running this report, we'll be able to quickly view and sort all of our results. We can also add in calculations for the average of any rate or numerical metric. So going back to our use case, it looks like we sent around 220,000 promotional messages this summer. Based on the channel-specific campaigns we sent, push had higher conversion rates than email, but the multi-channel approach led to the highest overall conversion rates at 26%. If we want to investigate this further, we can easily edit the report directly or export it as a CSV. If we'd like to reference this on an ongoing basis, we can give this report a name and we'll be able to access it from the Report Builder home screen. This feature is now generally available for customers within the dashboard today. Be on the lookout for some additional enhancements over the coming weeks and months. And while Report Builder is a fantastic first stop for reporting needs, sometimes you want to dive a little bit deeper into conversions. That's where funnel reports come in. Now, you can easily visualize and plot out the different actions your users take after receiving a campaign or entering a canvas. Based on these insights, you'll be able to optimize outcomes wherever drop-offs do occur. And best of all, you'll be able to do this without ever having to leave the Braze platform. Here's how it works. After launching a campaign or canvas, you can build and access funnels directly from the Campaign Analytics or Canvas Details page. As we build out a sample report here, let's imagine for a moment that we're a music streaming platform, and we've launched a canvas that encourages users to share playlists with their friends. Now that the canvas has been live for a while, we want to do some analysis. So to get started, we'll first select our desired time frame for the report. After that, we can add in funnel events. These can be a combination of out-of-the-box events, for example, started session, as well as custom events, for example, played a song. And after our report runs, we can easily visualize the conversion funnel. Based on our use case, we can see that our second canvas path or variant was most successful with a 12.8% conversion rate, and the largest user drop-offs happened between playing a song and actually creating a playlist. For campaigns and canvases with multiple variants, we can drill down even further to see specific breakdowns along with the percentage change from the control and confidence levels. Based on this information, we can imagine a number of next best actions. For example, creating and testing new Canvas steps that encourage users to create more playlists, or incorporating messages that tout the social aspect of the platform. And also, within the analysis itself, we can switch around the sequence of funnel events to see how that impacts the overall results. At the end of the day, these reports help you uncover additional insights into customer behaviors and conversions. You can access and build them within the dashboard. Next up, we're excited to announce our partnership with Telium, a leading customer data platform. Brands using Telium and Braze together will be able to unify and act on all of the rich customer data that's being generated across touch points, platforms, and devices. The end result here is really the ability to tailor and personalize the customer experience in real time. So here we see Telium acts as a centralized hub, which collects, transforms, and enriches customer data across a wide variety of sources. Their integration ecosystem supports over 1,200 client-side and server-side technologies. And this spans mobile, web, e-commerce, back-end servers, additional partners, and more. Having this cohesive customer data across sources allows brands to create that elusive single view of the customer. And once it's captured, specific event, attribute, and audience level information can be passed seamlessly to Braze for segmentation and personalization across all of these digital channels that we support. This kind of partnership opens the door for all kinds of different use cases. Let's take a retailer, for example. Given the shift away from in-store shopping, it's become even more important to know and engage customers across digital touchpoints. With Telium and Braze, you can take customer behaviors and preferences and turn them into value-adding experiences. So in this example, it looks like Priya, one of our loyal US-based customers, has been browsing around on the website over the past few days for sweaters. Her Telium profile shows that she also purchased sweaters last fall. And so with this data at our fingertips, we can seamlessly enrich Priya's profile in Braze and add her to a sweater sale segment. From there, we can engage her with a relevant promotional email, which references the exact product that she's been looking at. And the story continues. From there, let's imagine Priya adds this product to her cart through the mobile app, and then she completes the purchase. We can track all of that information and be sure to trigger her a friendly push notification exactly when her sweater's on its way. These are the kinds of seamless brand interactions that customers have come to expect and that are made even easier through this partnership. In closing out this section, keep Report Builder, funnel reports, and our partnership with Telium in the back of your mind. If your team is looking for ways to take action on your data, give these products a shot. But our updates don't stop there. Next, I'm going to walk through the products that Braze built specifically to help teams break boundaries. And first up, they're virtual boundaries. With everyone at home, it's safe to say the gaming industry has been booming. This industry now supports 2.7 billion gamers worldwide. And in the US alone, Nielsen reports a 45% increase in time spent gaming this year. So to help brands connect with this audience, we're launching an Unreal Engine SDK. This allows you to identify, understand, and engage users based on their behaviors and experiences within Unreal Engine games. So let's check this out. The Unreal Engine is one of the most powerful game engines out there. It powers cutting-edge interactive experiences, immersive virtual worlds, and next-level experiences. Popular games like Fortnite, Mass Effect, and NBA 2K were all built on Unreal Engine. And our newest SDK gives you the platform to connect with users across their virtual games. So for example, you can identify users and collect their default profile attributes. You can enrich their user profiles based on custom attributes like avatar usage or high score counts. And lastly, you can track all of those custom actions that users might be taking within your game. All of this information really becomes available at your fingertips, not only for segmentation, but also for messaging. The initial version of our SDK provides out-of-the-box support for push notifications across both iOS and Android. This gives you the tools to drive engagement and retention across the gaming lifecycle. As part of onboarding, you might use this platform to encourage new users to complete high-value actions, like embarking on their very first mission. Once our users are up and running, you can tie in unique attributes like point counts or levels completed to keep them engaged. And lastly, you'll definitely want these folks to stick around. Draw them back in and let them know about all of the new and exciting opportunities that await them. Our Unreal Engine SDK is now generally available. Across all of these different platforms and channels we support, core Braze segmentation gives you the ability to target and identify users in real time. And one piece of feedback that we've heard is that it would be great to build even more precise segments and look back over longer timeframes. So today, we're excited to roll out our first wave of segmentation enhancements that will allow you to do just that. Here's how it works. With our new segmentation extension, you'll now be able to drill down to identify and reach users who've completed any custom event or purchase event exactly, more than, or less than any number of times in the last 365 days. This gives you greater flexibility to control the window of time and the frequency of activities included as part of your segmentation. For our initial rollout, you'll be able to build and store up to 10 of these cohorts or advanced segments at a given time. They will regenerate on a 24-hour basis, and you'll also be able to easily archive, edit, and delete them as you see fit. And putting them to use is easy. Within the segmenter, you can reference these advanced segments from a new drop-down filter. From there, you can continue adding additional filters to increase granularity as you normally would. And this unlocks a ton of different opportunities. For example, re-engaging customers. I can target those customers defined by my brand as having made exactly one purchase in the last 2 months. And from there, I can serve them a personalized push that encourages them to place an order with a special discount code. I can also find ways to show off some of our latest product updates. So perhaps I recently launched a feature that saves customers time and effort spent analyzing their account transactions. I can target users who have checked their transactions more than 10 times since launching the feature 45 days ago. And from there, I can serve them a helpful in-app or in-browser message, letting them know about the benefits that this new feature provides. The options here are almost endless. These enhancements are now in early access, so you can feel free to reach out for additional updates. Last, but certainly not least, the rise of cloud computing has arguably been one of the greatest technology disruptors of our time, allowing brands to break through the cost, scalability, and security barriers that have existed with traditional computing. And at Braze, we've been pretty vocal about our partnership with Amazon. Since our founding, we've been built on AWS, and many of the innovative solutions we've brought to life have been due in large part to this relationship. And just as we've expanded this relationship over past quarters, we've also been hearing from all of you and your desire to host and process Braze data on the cloud provider that aligns with your overall tech strategy, which is why coming in 2021, we will give customers the flexibility to host and run Braze on Microsoft Azure. Companies around the world now have several strong cloud providers to choose from. And Microsoft Azure in particular has seen both an uptick in cloud market share over the last few years, along with a 58% increase in growth. After seeing that kind of demand, not only from the overall market, but also hearing it from our customer base, we're excited to be partnering with Microsoft. So what does this mean for brands using both Azure and Braze? Well, it boils down to three main things. First, availability on Azure means seamless compatibility between platforms. We'll enable brands to take full advantage of the Braze platform, as seen in this visual, powered by Azure infrastructure. Second, platform efficiencies will allow brands to reduce latency, achieve world-class performance at scale, all while ensuring governance with the cloud protocols they've established. And third, something we've already made available, is the ability to connect Braze data to Microsoft Azure Blob Storage via Currents, so you can enable further analysis using the technology that you're already using. This wraps up the new and exciting features that will help you break boundaries, whether that's through virtual games, enhanced segmentation, or cloud hosting and availability. Back to you, Naz.
Thank you, Kevin. More information is coming from Braze and all of these new exciting features. And now I'm going to jump back in and talk about Braze channels that can help marketers to build programs that sing, no pun intended. First off, we're very excited to introduce the newest kid on the block, our transactional email product. Many Braze customers already getting tangible value from Braze email, but we found that a lot of marketing teams still end up using different tools for their transactional messages where speed and performance are paramount. So we're really excited to offer our transactional email so you can put your brand in front of a customer with marketing emails, but you can also close the loop with transactional messages. Creating transactional campaigns in Braze is super easy. Simply navigate to the campaign page in your Braze account, click the Create Campaign button, select Transactional Email under the Transactional section, and you're done. Say goodbye to toggling between different tools. Once you've created your campaign, you can move on to configuring your transactional campaign. You will see that delivery page you typically use for promotional campaigns has been simplified to reduce human error and also optimize your messages for speed and performance. Transactional messages will always be delivered and triggered through REST API using the campaign ID shown on the delivery page. Transactional messages will enroll your entire user base as eligible for this critical transactional alerts, including unsubscribed users, but will only send a message to a user once you make the API request. So you still have control. You can apply any logic to who should be receiving this message before making an API request to Braze to trigger the message. In addition, all transactional messages are complemented with real-time status updates sent to your specified URL. This will allow you to evaluate the message status in real time and take action to reach the user on another channel if the message goes undelivered. Now, in addition to putting your brand, your products and services in front of a customer with Braze marketing emails, you can also close the loop with Braze transactional emails, all from the same dashboard, following the same workflow. This product is now in restricted beta, so please reach out to your customer success manager for more information. And we have more channels for you. If you're not familiar with Braze SMS, I will happily share more information. It is one of our newest channels, and we built it because we believe when used appropriately, it is one of the core channels for delivering a great experience for your customers. With open rates of nearly 100%, no other channel comes close, so there is a lot of untapped potential. According to Gartner, SMS becomes particularly valuable when it is being used along with other mobile channels, and it is where Braze undoubtedly excels. We built Braze SMS to work seamlessly with other channels, mobile and otherwise, and we make it very easy to integrate SMS into your existing cross-channel programs. Last year alone, we launched a number of enhancements to our SMS channel, from an intuitive SMS composer that empowers marketers to launch campaigns without technical resources, to MMS or multimedia messaging service to leverage visuals in your customer campaigns, all accessible, all buildable from the same dashboard. Just last quarter, we also launched native support for inbound keyword interactions to simplify consent management and reporting. And we're very close to releasing support for custom keywords so you can build really creative and engaging campaigns with SMS. So Braze SMS is fully integrated channel that supports all types of SMS marketing, and we're here to help you start meaningful conversations across your entire customer lifecycle. And while we firmly believe that SMS marketing is a really important piece of your marketing strategy, we're also aware that SMS is a premium channel and it is not appropriate for all scenarios. Braze SMS is all about optimizing performance and spend, and SMS can really shine as a primary channel for most important and most urgent messages. Using this framework, you can prioritize your high-value customers and high-importance occasions to drive effective results. But you also are not ignoring your other customers and events. You're simply using better suited channels for those customers. And it's exactly how Pure Gym was able to achieve these amazing results. Pure Gym, UK's largest gym chain, wanted to reduce churn and win some of their customers back. In partnership with our Braze Alloy Solutions partner, they created targeted cross-channel campaign with SMS and email, and they were able to increase their open rates and several other metrics by double and triple-digit numbers compared to their single-channel campaigns in the past. We know that every customer is different, and employing an integrated cross-channel approach drives real and lasting results. Braze SMS is fully integrated and can be incorporated into your customer engagement from day one and used to engage, not only transact with your most valuable customers. So give it a try. Now I'm going to turn it over to Ashley, who will walk us through content cards, another really important channel for reaching unreachable users.
Thanks, Naz. Just like we launched SMS last year and have been making huge strides in continuously increasing the value you can derive from that channel, we've done the same thing with content cards. Content cards are the Braze platform's channel through which customers can send a targeted and dynamic stream of persistent content to their apps or websites. One of the most obvious use cases for content cards is, of course, as an in-app or on-site notification center. This might be a place where you also send and store push notifications to extend their life cycle. Or it could be a great place for content recommendations, or even a way to promote other channels that users might not be opted into yet. Since you don't have to opt in to receive content cards, any user on your app or website is eligible for these persistent, dynamic, customizable cards. But content cards are more than an inbox too. It's really up to you, your product team, and your engineers to decide and agree upon the best placement and purpose for your content card integration. Some ways we've seen customers use them are as an inbox, a static and native banner or carousel, or even as native interstitial promotions between other pieces of content. Mobile app Freebird allows users to earn rewards and cashback when they ride with Uber and Lyft. But Freebird wanted to improve the quality of their email list by having users confirm their current email address or enter a primary email address. So they use content cards to collect and confirm those email addresses, and 44% of recipients confirm their email address after receiving the content card. Getting the right content in front of people often means ensuring you can reach them at all. Content cards can help you reach the unreachable and get your own delightful, engaging content seen and read. This just goes to show that content cards can do more than promote deals and discounts. They can play a key role in the efficacy of your larger cross-channel initiatives by reaching engaged customers within your product experience in a non-intrusive way. Over the past year, we've continued to make improvements to our content card solution. We added content card support to Canvas to empower you to build out cross-channel journeys with this emerging channel in mind. We also added support for control groups and campaigns to help you measure the impact of every card you send. And up next is one of our most requested content cards features, action-based dismissals. Instead of letting a card expire at a certain day or after a certain amount of time, in the future, you'll be able to dismiss cards after recipients take a certain action. For example, if you're promoting a new movie and somebody watches that movie, you would be able to dismiss that card from the recipient's feed. No need to keep irrelevant content cards in your notification center or as a banner for 1 second longer than necessary. Stay tuned for more info on this upcoming feature. And while we've continued to build, you've continued to deploy these cards at greater and greater volumes. We've been super excited to see how well they resonate with our customers and your customers too. Since we launched content cards in the summer of 2019, we've sent more than 70 billion of them. And Braze customers who take advantage of this flexible channel see an average content card conversion rate of 17%. If you want to see what content cards can do for you, reach out to your Braze team to learn more.
Thank you, Ashley. We've covered a lot of products today, and now we want to take some time to discuss what these products mean for retail industry, as we're all ramping up for an upcoming holiday season. While we are singling out retail, I would like to say that these insights are valuable for all industries. And with that, I want to turn it over to Laura, my colleague and industries expert, to give us her perspective.
Thank you, Naz. As Naz just mentioned, this past spring and summer, retail obviously experienced major changes. And now, as we head into fall, we're thinking about the next big, intense period for retailers, the holidays. This summer, we analyzed Braze aggregate customer data to uncover how consumer shopping patterns have changed since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic and what retail and e-commerce brands should do about it. It was obvious based on the macro environment that consumers rapidly adopted online shopping because of the demands of the pandemic. And part of why we conducted this study was to prove that hypothesis true with data. We found that customer acquisition among our retail and e-commerce customers, on mobile specifically, was up 62% in Q2 2020 over the same quarter in 2019. And just between Q1 and Q2, customer acquisition across all devices grew almost 60%. This means customers adapted quickly to digital shopping and that many of them engaged with brands on mobile first. Now we know as we enter fall 2020 that this acquisition boost has leveled out, but we also found that retention of these customers has been a challenge. The data from our own aggregate customer base shows that these recent new customers are even harder to retain than holiday shoppers. The blue line represents customers acquired in 2019 and not during the holidays. The red line just below it represents customers acquired during the 2019 holiday season, and the orange line at the bottom is customers acquired between April and June 2020, or in the first phases of the COVID-19 pandemic. Those acquired during the COVID-19 boost have an 82% lower retention rate than non-COVID, non-holiday customers. Returning to the main message of this launch, I want to explain how some of the products will help retailers turn newly acquired customers of the past several months into loyal ones. We've built new and improved tools to help you detect valuable new customers, better ways to create segments of those customers, and enhancements across channels to help get them to convert. Our key recommendation here is to focus your efforts on your most valuable customers. First, we recommend that you focus heavily on measuring how effectively your efforts drive high-value actions. Many brands know about the concept of high-value actions, or the behavior and activities you want your users to perform when they interact with your brand, because they are closely related to your key value proposition and drive business results. We've proven with Braze customer aggregate data that the actions on the left-hand side of this table drive more value downstream, as seen in the rightmost column. For example, a shopper who signs up for email is 50% more likely to buy something within 30 days. Or someone who shops across categories is retained twice as long as single category shoppers. New features like funnel reports will help you identify your highest value customers among all of your newly acquired ones based on their completion of these high value actions. Then you can use some of the new segmentation enhancements that Kevin described to isolate those valuable customers who performed a specific high value action in the recent past and those who did it a year ago. This will help you isolate those new valuable customers from your old faithful fans, setting you up to craft much more tailored messaging programs for each group. Finally, Naz and Ashley talked about this year's exciting enhancements to SMS and content cards. We've invested heavily in these channels because we believe in the power of a cross-channel approach, like using SMS and content cards alongside channels like email and mobile push. Our priority is to make channel expansion seamless and easy for you. To illustrate the value of channel expansion in a customer engagement platform, we partnered with Forrester to conduct a total economic impact study that shows when brands grow their channel use, they see millions of dollars in increased customer lifetime value and a huge ROI. The growth marketer quoted here explains that 3 channels versus 1 leads to a 50 percentage point increase in conversions. This example is exactly why half of Braze customers use more than 3 channels in their customer engagement strategies. In closing, I want to repeat our key recommendation as we gear up for the holiday season. Build resilience as we head into the holidays by focusing on your most valuable customers, both new and old. Naz, back to you.
Thank you, Laura. Really good stuff there. Just to wrap it up, these are all the products that we covered in length today, and they make up our fall product launch, Building Resilience into Your Customer Engagement. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please don't hesitate to reach out to Braze Customer Success if you have any questions. Please stay safe, please stay healthy, and we're looking forward to help you build resilient customer engagement programs. Until next time.